What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com. Recapping the news, we got another special weekend upload, and like always, we got news from Jordan Brand, Nike, and Adidas. But before I give you some of the highlights, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Also, we need a new subscriber milestone for 2020. Something realistic, but at the same time, nothing too easy. So if you know that, make sure to leave it in the comments below. Now, as for some of the highlights from Jordan Brand, we have a first look at the Air Jordan 13 Reverse He Got Game. We also have a release date for the Air Jordan 12 University Gold. From Nike, we have a good lineup. We have release dates for the Off-White Nike Dunk Low pack, as well as the Undefeated Nike Air Max 90 pack, and a few other things. Now from Adidas, all of it's Yeezy related, but one of the highlights is that the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zebra is actually restocking this month instead of 2020 like initially believed. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. Really quick update on the Adidas Yeezy 700 V3 Azael. Now, in the previous video, I spoke how the shoe features glow in the dark on the upper. Now, I just wanted to share these images because it shows exactly that. It's actually on that cage-like overlay. And other than that, that's pretty much it. But just to recap the release info, currently, this pair is expected to drop on December 23rd, and the retail price will be $180. New information has arrived on the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Yeshaya. Now, I believe that's how you pronounce it, but initially, this pair was going to be vibrant. It was going to feature shades of purple and yellow throughout, and that was, of course, according to a Photoshop, which was done by Yeezy Mafia. Fast forward to yesterday, and he put out a new Photoshop showing what this pair will look like. And if you were expecting something bright and flashy, that looks like it's not going to be the case. As you can see, the pair features shades of gray across the prime knit upper and a gum rubber outsole. Now, the two Yeezy Boost 350 V2 releases that are coming this month, they're a bit more flashy. I actually like them. And this pair, obviously toned down and looks very familiar to what we've already seen. So I'm a bit disappointed, but hey, that's just my opinion. Let me know yours. But onto the release details, we don't have much, but this pair is expected to release during January of 2020, and the retail price will be $220. About a month ago, new images of the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zebra has arrived. Now, I say new images because those photos actually showed off a different production tag than what we've seen in the past. So it led a lot of people to believe that another restock would take place, or I should say re-release, during 2020. Now, that isn't going to be the case. They're going to release sooner than 2020, actually this month. This marks the fourth time this pair has released, and I remember when they initially dropped, the resale price on these were insane. In my opinion, one of the better releases, and for those that are interested in purchasing, they release on December 21st. You'll be able to purchase, or at least try to purchase, via Yeezy Supply in North America and on the Adidas app. Retail price is set at $220. Moving on to Nike, and we have a look at the Nike Air Max 90 Lahar Escape Pack. The pack includes two colorways. The first comes dressed in light cream, alligator, pale ivory, and black, while the second features white, neutral indigo, and smoke gray. According to Nike Sneakers, this pack covers the style in neutral shades as it pays homage to a vintage ACG silhouette, the Nike Lahar Escape 3. A bold graphic on the tongue combines with unique color blocking on the laces to draw a direct connection to the shoe's adventurous predecessor. This is also similar to what Nike did back in 2003 on the Air Max 90 by releasing the Escape edition. Instead of Escape on the tongues, we have Lahar, and they come constructed with leather and nubuck. Both pairs will release on December 19th at select retailers, and retail price will be $140 each. Fresh off the news that the Nike LeBron 7 All-Star would return in 2020. Official images of the Nike LeBron 7 Christmas has arrived, and this confirms that the pair will release just like the original, which took place back in 2009. Dressed in team red, metallic silver, black, and hot red. The insoles are also unique. It's an image of LeBron James as a kid and what looks to be a smaller sized basketball hoop. There's also a present. I'm not entirely sure what that present represents or what it's supposed to be. Initially, I thought it was a trophy wrapped up, but I'm not entirely sure. Lastly, they also come in the OG style box. Now, the release date is set for December 19th, and the retail price will be $200. After a release via Sneaker Stash, we now have release details for the Undefeated Nike Air Max 90 collection, and there's a total of 8 colorways releasing. Those colorways includes yellow and white, yellow and black, green and white, green and black, infrared and white, infrared and black, blue and white, and blue and black. Now, the yellow and white pair as well as the red and black pair will also release in toddler and preschool sizes, and all the colorways that I mentioned will release on December 27th at Undefeated locations as well as online at their website. Now, there is a release that will take place on Nike sneakers, and that will be on December 30th. However, only the blue and white, blue and black, yellow and white, and yellow and black will be available via Nike Sneakers app. Retail price for adult sizes is $150, preschool sizes will cost $90, while toddler sizes will retail at $75. Several months ago, we learned that there would be a new off-white collection, and that is on the Nike Dunk Low Leather. As I'm sure everybody knows, there's a total of 3 colorways releasing. The first comes dressed in University Gold, White, and Midnight Navy. The second features University Red and Wolf Gray. And then the third comes dressed in white and pine green. There has been multiple release date changes for the pack, but we finally have a release date, and all 3 will release via Nike sneakers on December 20th. Retail price will be $170 each. Like always, anything releasing between Off-White and Nike, it'll be an instant sellout, so you can expect the same deal here. 2019 definitely has been a great year for the Air Jordan 1 Mid. At one point in time, this pair was definitely looked over, but due to a lot of great colorways as well as collaborations, I'm personally seeing a lot more people not only buying them, but wearing this model. Now, if you're a fan of the Air Jordan 1 Mid, you can expect additional colorways to release in 2020. One of those is this pair, which is being called Light Smoke Gray. Very simple and clean look. They come dressed in light smoke gray, black, and white. We have white leather across the upper, while light smoke gray lands on the leather overlays. Following, we have black on the swoosh, Wings logo, liner, tongue labels, and laces, while a white midsole and gray rubber outsole completes the look. Now, as for a release date on this pair, we don't have one as of yet. However, a few months back, I got to see some catalog scans of the shoe. I should have shared it because now it's leaked everywhere, but at that time, I was told that this pair would release during spring 2020, which means more than likely January or February, we'll see this pair arrive at retailers. And once they get them in, there won't be a release date. They'll just throw them on the shelf, and the retail price will be $110. We now have official release details for the Air Jordan 3 Animal Instinct. I know I said this multiple times now, and there's 2 pairs that will be part of this pack, at least 2, but this pair will release first. The second will drop during 2020. We don't have a specific date on that pair, but they are on Nike sneakers right now, and the release date is December 19th. And when I say they're on Nike sneakers, I mean for upcoming releases, and the retail price will be $225. Now, this is going to be a limited release. I believe Tier 0 accounts will have them, and of course sneakers. I know that is the info for the other pair that's coming in 2020, and I think it was on the Foot Locker launch locator map that I only saw 2 locations getting them. Either way, a lot of people do want this shoe. It's definitely grown as far as hype goes for them, and there's definitely not enough supply to meet the demand. 2020 will also be the return of the Jordan Dub Zero. This pair is pretty much either you love it or you hate it. Now, about 3 or 4 months ago, I hinted that an OG colorway would return of the shoe, and we have images of it now. A lot of people are calling them the Jordan Dub Zero OG, which I find a little bit funny to label any Dub Zero an OG. And that's not because of how it looks, because honestly, I don't have any real opinion on them. Back in the day, I thought it was funny because a lot of people would wear fakes of this pair, especially SpongeBob. But looking back at it, I now see why Jordan Brand released it. On paper, it's a great idea. Mash some of the best elements from past Air Jordan releases and then put them on one shoe. Now, going over this pair, they come dressed in red, white, and black. Dressed in somewhat of a fire red Air Jordan 4-like colorway. It features laser etching on the upper. We have black patent leather just below it. And then we have red accents throughout. So for this pair, we don't have a specific release date. They will drop sometime in 2020, probably either January or February. And the retail price will be $160. Now, you can expect more colorways to release. As far as some of the original colorways, I haven't seen any. I know there's a triple black pair, and then there's another pair that's mostly red, but none of those have release dates as well. At the time of shooting this video, there doesn't appear to be a lot of releases for the month of January, but one of those will be the Air Jordan 13 Reverse He Got Game. And here we have our first look. Now, in my opinion, the Air Jordan 12 Reverse Taxi wasn't a great shoe. I wasn't a fan of it for multiple reasons, but I'm sure you heard that in some of the previous videos that I've done. Now, as for the Air Jordan 13 Reverse He Got Game, I'm actually a really big fan of them. As you can see, we have black leather up top, and what I'm being told is the quality of the shoe, meaning the materials used, is really nice. Now, on the lower part of the shoe is white, and the section of white that's just above the midsole and that also wraps the heel, that will all be 3M reflective. Following, we have gym red that will land on the tongue branding, Jordan written on top of the toe, as well as placed within the hologram. Finishing the look is all 3 colors placed on the outsole. A little bit different than the Photoshop that you'll see in the thumbnail, and for those that want to purchase or at least plan on purchasing, they drop on January 11th, and the retail price will be $190. With all that being said, let me know your thoughts on the Air Jordan 13 Reverse He Got Game. Also, in comparison of the Air Jordan 12 Reverse Taxi, which pair do you like better? Our last piece of news for this video is another exclusive. And in the last video, if you watched through the outro, I mentioned that I had a lot of exclusive information that I'm slowly going to bring to you guys. This is one of them, and we now have a release date for the Air Jordan 12 University Gold. Now, this pair will come dressed in black and University Gold. Images have yet to leak of the shoe. We do have a Photoshop which is shown, and this new Photoshop, big thanks to zsneakerheadz for sending that over. But due to this mock-up image and the one prior to it, a lot of people have nicknamed the shoe the Gary Payton's because of it mimicking the Gary Payton Air Jordan 12, his away PE when he played for the Los Angeles Lakers back during the 2003-2004 NBA season. Now, although it's a good possibility the color blocking and how they'll look will be like this, as of now, I can't confirm that. The color description as far as the locations of each does match up with the Game Royal, and the Game Royal does have pretty much the same color blocking here, but like I mentioned, I can't confirm the color blocking. But as of now, I was told that this pair will release on July 8th. Now, what I found interesting is initially the retail price was said to be $190. Currently, that is the standard as far as retro releases, outside of the Air Jordan 1 and some of the special releases. But my source who told me this release date, he said that there was no retail price next to it, which is a bit odd because when you're looking at these sheets, usually it has all the information as far as the colorway, release date, the style number, all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and just guess, this isn't confirmed, that the retail price might be $200 on this pair. I'm seeing a lot of releases go up to $200 in 2020, which somewhat makes sense because the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG will now cost $170 instead of $160. However, once additional information is available, I'll make sure to let you guys know. And in the comment section below, let me know your thoughts on the Air Jordan 12 University Gold. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com and then we take it to YouTube. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Like always, I appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know in the comment section below what you liked or what you disliked, or if you have a question or anything else. This weekend, I'm going to start working on the 2020 Air Jordan release dates. That video is going to be very long, so I'm hoping to get that video out to you guys by the end of next week. Also, you can expect the regular news videos to come out next week, as well as additional exclusive info. Now, before I get out of here, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.